Joining me now, Florida Senator Marco Rubio, Vice Chair of the Senate Select Committee on Intel, who knew pretty early on election night that he crushed his opponent, Val Demings, to victory. Double-digit, huge win. Senator, congratulations. Were you surprised that that election official kind of dismissed Florida, like saying, well, you want us to be great, but you compare us to Florida? He was really annoyed by that.
Yeah, he's annoyed about being compared to a state that counted 7.7 million votes within 5 hours and throughout the day. I mean, a voter in Florida, when you vote, you know your vote's been counted. You can go online and check to make sure your ballot's been received and it's been counted. I mean, there's almost a month period for mail ballots. They have to be in by a certain date. Depending on the size of the county, most counties have almost 2 weeks of early voting, and then we have an election day process. But we knew the night of before they had even announced the vote amount, who got what, we already knew by 7:05, because of the transparency, how many votes have been cast in the state. In Florida, we still have some overseas ballots. They have 7 days to get here. But beyond that, at this point, there's no mystery. You're going to know pretty quickly what happened. And the key is the transparency. So you may fight about why someone lost an election or why someone won an election, but no one has to be worried about 300,000 ballots saying, oh, 48 hours later, well, we still have 300,000 ballots that just came in yesterday, and another 50,000 may come tomorrow. I mean, in the state of Nevada, they're still holding on to some ballots. They've actually created like two classes of voters, the people that vote under certain rules, and then people who decide, well, I'm going to vote after I kind of have a sense of what the outcome is, and inject chaos into the system. It's sad, but our laws in Florida were not always this way. It was the product of trial and error. We had mistakes. We had problems in Florida's elections. We had fiascos in 2018 in Broward and Palm Beach County. But our laws have improved every year, and there are lessons that I hope the rest of the country is going to learn, or we're going to have more nights like what we're having now in places like Arizona that looks like a third world country counting ballots.
It's embarrassing. Finally, Senator, what does the rest of the country get to learn from what's happened over the last few years in Florida?
That the old Republican Party can probably win some elections from time to time in a few places if the conditions are right. A new Republican Party can compete among anyone, anywhere. It is a party that's grounded. The new Republican Party is a party that should be grounded in common sense wisdom. It should be fighting for working class values. It should be putting the interest of Americans first. The best thing, I said this election night, the best thing we can do for the world is make America as strong as possible. That's the best thing we can do for the world. And unfortunately, we have many people in both parties, but particularly the Democratic Party, they're constantly telling us that before we care about Americans, we have to care about people that want to come here illegally. We have to care about what deal they're going to cut at the UN climate scam. And time and again, working Americans are being told we have to put someone else, somewhere else, ahead of you. And a Republican Party that fights for working people is a party that has a chance to compete anywhere among any group in this country.
Well, your victory, Senator, was just stunning, and we congratulate you. You fought hard for that, and you defeated a future Democrat star. At least that's what Ms. Demings was billed as. So congratulations, and we'll have you on soon. Thank you so much.